Hello everyone, my name is Lord Sandwich Shark Gamer and welcome back to Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 4. The override season is now live. It was actually live like last week, but I didn't get the chance to record the Battle Pass, of course, because, well, number one, I was super busy with college stuff, so I have been literally super busy, which I haven't been playing a lot of Fortnite, yeah. So Fortnite Overrides is now here, and because of that, we do have the teaser. So it looks like we're gonna be getting a lot of collaboration with the video game series. So I think we already have them before. I mean, we already got the Mercurial. I mean, we got the the Witcher series. We already got the Street Fighter one, which of course they did announce that brand new film, which is gonna be around possibly this year or next year. Who knows? We're just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, looks like we do also have the collab with Sonic. So Sonic's actually in the Battle Pass, but not as a tier 100, which I really wanted him to be, but they got him as a tier 1. We also got Geno in this game as well, in the game as well as the tier 100, because if you guys remember, I think we had a previous version of him before, which was of course the ageless, which of course was kind of like a hint at that point, but basically everyone kind of knew that. So yeah. Looks like what else do we have for this season? Looks like we're gonna be getting the Persona collab as well. Same thing with the Mega Man, Pac-Man, Crash, Bandicoot, and Spyro. So I think those are gonna be in the game as well. And looks like we're gonna be getting one character from the Roblox game, which of course is the tier one. I'm not sure if you get to see on the screen behind Joker. So yeah. So that's gonna be super odd. And of course, we're gonna be getting the Kingdom of Hearts collaboration as well this season, which is actually kind of pretty cool. So this is the background of the season 4. So to play, well, let's switch up to solo. There we go. So yeah, and you also get the anime panel, which of course, if you get some codes, I think you get some sprites and a few other cosmetics like there. So that's kind of pretty cool. And that's it. Looks like we do have the loot hack one. So let's see, the flare gun is back. The minigun is also back. Chuck splashes are also back. The bass boost are also back as well. The Oni shotgun is back as well, and the dual pistols are back as well. So this is actually kind of pretty cool that they added it as well. You do also get the sprites, which of course decided to stay. So to get, I think it was the cheat Sonic and of course the Shadow one as well. So to master them as well. They do also added the Visik sprite carding, which is pretty cool. Not only that, but of course you can actually see the sprites that you got like from the previous season, which overall it looks kind of pretty cool that they added that. So that's kind of nice. Let's see for the leaderboard, you also see it as well. So yeah, that's kind of nice. So without further ado, let's give it a look at the battle pass. So let's begin. So welcome. So this is the review on the Chapter 7 Season 4 Battle Pass. So this is everything what we have so far. So some skins can give you different vibes, some can give you different stuff. So the Battle Pass is gonna be ending on Halloween Day, which is of course October 31st, which is kind of pretty cool because of course I think we're gonna be getting the Fortnite Mirrors event in October, which is like in 2 months away. Like we got September and we got October. So yeah, we're finishing up August. So it's actually kind of pretty cool. So let's begin. So the first one we got is Sonic the Hedgehog, which is actually kind of pretty cool. You also got the spray, gotta go fast. You got the Green Hill Race. You got the Blue Streak guitar, which of course I think can actually run as an instrument, a pickaxe, or as a backbling, which is actually kind of pretty cool. You also get the Sketch Hog, which of course was the prototype one. You also get the Sonic Rank Pickaxe, which is actually kind of cool. Kind of nice if it was something else, man. We also got the backup ring portal as well. Then we got Tails as a sidekick. And of course, these are the rewards. So you get the Tails emoticon, you get you get an emote, you get an arsenal for Tails, which of course is gonna be the goggles one. So I'm not sure if you guys see Sonic, but yeah, he always wears like the goggles because he's kind of like the engineer, and you also get the emote as well. Just kind of cool. There's a good details pad backling. You got the Tails banner pickaxe. Then we got Tails as a glider. I mean, what? They have the Tails tech, which of course I think they're up is actually like, well, it is normal, but once you fire it becomes like reactive and also animated. So yeah, pretty cool. You get 100 V-Bucks, and of course you also get the Go Supersonic built-in emote, which is actually kind of sick, man. It's pretty cool. All right, the next character that we have is the customize your own Rixel. So yeah, so we do have the simple torch pickaxe. You have a Rixel head of the cult team leader as banner. 100 V-Bucks. Blocky dropper glider. You also get the wrinkles contraption. This is like if like creating your own skin in Minecraft, man. I'm not kidding. So yeah, of course you also got the wrinkles one as well. So first one you got the haze one, and then the next page I'll get the iron block, which kind of reminds me of the one from Super Mario. You get the game over spray. You get the 8-bit retro kick shoes, kind of cool. You got the blocky wrap, which of course I think it's just, well, it kind of changes. So I mean, you got the heel one, and you got the crown one, which is kind of cool. You got the copyright jam track, and of course you got the Rixel hills as well. Not only that, but you also get the customizable ones as well. So basically, the only characters that you get for this one, of course, is the Haze, Halsey, Peely, Fish Stick, Meowscles, Cult Team Leader, Lynx, Ariel, Assault Trooper, Aura, Lux, Drift, Gold Trooper, Ruby, Skull Ranger, Ziggy, Hope, and of course Default Jones. Not only that, but you also get customizable parts for the bodies as well. So these are for the default ones. But you do have to complete the challenges though. And the way to get it is that you have to buy the battle pass. And as far as I know, I think people have been customizing different skins. Like for example, I saw like on Instagram, like someone created like, well, we're not gonna be getting Fortnite XCJ collab, so we're gonna make one. And I think they made like a CJ version, so they were able to make a CJ skin using the customized Rexel. And I think they also did the same thing with the Kurt Cobain one, since they decided, well, for instead not to give us Kurt Cobain, we're gonna make our own using the customized Rexel. So there's that. So I've been seeing people like creating like celebrities or collaboration characters in the game. So there's kind of that. So it's actually kind of pretty cool, man. It's kind of, I mean, this reminds me when you are actually like when you're playing Minecraft. So you got to customize your own skin. So that's kind of pretty cool in my opinion. So for necessary to take that too for like this. So yeah, but I don't know. But for me, this kind of the Rixel customizable ones, that it kind of reminds you when you make your own Minecraft skin and use it in the game. So kind of cool though. But again, if you want to get all of the challenge, but don't want to get all the cosmetics, you have to complete the challenges. So there's that. All right, let's begin. It looks like we have the Phantom Energy wrap. Well, it is reactive, so you can actually see the three buttons like kind of glowing, and when you fire a lot, ooh, it turns so red. So that's kind of pretty cool. Then we got the Clutch spray, Phantom Hatchet pickaxe, loading screen, backling, and then we got the Phantom Soldier, which of course this skin's kind of giving me vibes like the Coney Soldier Ultranationalist. I'm not sure if you guys played the Marvel 3 2023 one, but yeah, this skin kind of gives me vibes like COD vibes actually. So the default of it kind of reminds me of the Coney group, like from the first mission when they rescue Macra from the Gulag. So there's kind of that because of the color scheme. Then we do have the Arctic version for the pickaxe. a dragon as a banner, 100 V-Bucks. The Arctic Backlink, the emoticon, and then we have the Arctic Stealth Phantom, which kind of reminds me of the one that I think it was, which I believe Metal Mask and of course Zadie have like that style. So there's kind of, so it kind of reminds me of that. So overall, kind of pretty cool. But also this one also gives me vibes from the Ghost Recon one. So there's that. Next we have the Money Challenge emote. Then we got the King of the Serpent Glider. We got loading screen, which of course we have Hush against May. The Serpent Pickaxe, the Meow Souls, Dummy Training, and then we have Mai, so which is the brand new character, which kind of reminds me of the one from not, I want to say Mortal Kombat, but also Street Fighter. So one of those two games. So yeah. Then we have Narcel for Pickaxe, Contrail, 100 V-Bucks, Narcel for the Dummy Meow Souls, Copyright Jam Track, and Narcel for the Malik one. Pretty cool. Then we got this one. So we got a shield and a dagger sword, a loading screen. Then you got the spray, a contrail, a cape, and then we got Bastion. Now, many people were actually connecting this guy like he was actually Fortnite's own version of Link because of the outfit and of course because of the pickaxe. So there's like the reason. So there's that. Then you also get the Monster Smash, which is actually pretty cool. You got yourself for the sword and the shield, 100 V-Bucks. Ourselves for a cape backlink, the banner, and ourselves for the bastion, which is the midnight one, which is kind of cool. Then we have the wind wheels pickaxe, which is kind of like a driving wheel as a pickaxe. It's broad. They have the boost ring contrail. Then we have the row spray. They have the kitty cart glider, which kind of reminds me of the card from Mario Kart. So there's kind of that. So it kind of reminds me of that. You have the buckle up emoticon, and then we have the kitty wings skin, which overall is kind of okay, in my opinion. They have the little card, which of course I have to remember because it's copyrighted, and it kind of reminds you of the one when you're playing like Mario Kart. So the emote and the glider kind of gives you of that. Anyway, we have the glider, a loading screen, a trophy backlink, 100 V-Bucks, and ourselves for the wheels, pickaxe, and of course ourselves for the kid wins, which is the Neon Knight. Then we have this one, the laser infiltration emote. Then we have the serpent kid. Then we have the serpentine wrap, which is of course just animated, but of course reactive when you fire. You get the wasp glider, the venom and toxin pickaxe, and of course you have Gray's crown. So the skin kind of reminds me from, it's giving me vibes from Metal Gear Solid. So there's that. So I think the skin looks pretty cool. Imagine people running Raiden, Solid Snake, and Gray's crown. You got the entire. I think you have like 3 characters from the Metal Gear Solid, but I don't think she is not part of the Metal Gear Solid. But overall, she kind of gives me vibes because of that. So yeah. And then you have the Heist Roller Contrail. Now still for the Wasp Glider, 100 V-Bucks. The Venom Toxic sell for the pickaxe. Now sell for backlink, and of course you have the Undercover one, which overall looks kind of pretty cool though. So I think you could remove the mask as well. So I think the hair kind of changes, right? Yeah, the hair kind of changes. So there's that. And finally, the tier 100 skin that we've been waiting for, Geno. So we have pickaxe. You have the Conduct of Power as a backlink, which I'm not sure why we have that, but who knows. Then we have the Geno Ascendant, which my screen looks pretty sick, man. Not gonna lie. Then we have the Glider, which is the same one as the Cube Queen and the HLS one as well. Then we got the 100 V-Bucks, Contrail, and of course you got Geno himself. So this is like the same of it as the ageless one, but of course you also get the built-in emote, the shapeless shift, which overall is kind of pretty cool. So kind of see like if you are running him back in 2022 during the 7 against the IO live event. So there's that. There's kind of like an additional salve for him, which we're just going to see later. Then we do also have another salve for the glider, an emoticon, another salve for pickaxe, the wrap, which of course is animated. So I think it's just animated, that's it. Just look at the contrail, the salve for backing, and another salve for him, which is kind of reminds me of the ageless one. So the secondary salve kind of reminds me of that. So overall, it's kind of like a remix version, but pretty cool. But again, we're going to be getting another salve for him possibly later on September 3rd. So stay tuned for that one. There you go. Those are the Battle Pass skins. And now let's go for the bonus rewards. So for the first one that we have, it's the Slappy. That's all for the glider, for the Slappy Serpent, the Manly Mayhem loading screen, a spray, emoticon, the Manly Serpent, which is just animated, but also reactive, pretty cool. Banner, and ourselves for the Manly one, which is the Groove, the Bloom Warden Groove one. So pretty cool. You also get the support levels, which of course they're going to be being unlocked on September 17th. Narcel. Then we have an Narcel for the female solid snake skin, loading screen, the caution emoticon, an Narcel for the serpent wasp glider, crown shot spray, an Narcel for backling, and an Narcel for the grace crown, which is a serpent operative, which is actually kind of pretty cool. Again, she'll also be getting her support levels as well. Then we have ourselves for the cloak backling. You have the XP emoticon, which is actually pretty cool. Then we got the mission brief, the mythical tail wrap, which is just animated. Spray, loading screen, and ourselves for the Bastion one, which is the Sandseeker one. And of course, you also get super levels as well. Then we have ourselves for the Victory Trophy card backlink, copyright gem track, loading screen, ourselves for glider, the wrap, the banner. You have the bow boost wrap, which is just animated. So there's that. Of course, ourselves for the Kitty Wins skin, and of course 3 super levels. And finally, we have the Rip emote, which is kind of cool. You get the spray, you get a loading screen, which of course we have Geno training, of course, the Imagine and the Order. So, like underneath the IO headquarters, so there's kind of that. You get a contrail, you get a banner, you get a loading screen, and then you get the Chaos Agent skin, which of course kind of reminds me of Ghost from Call of Duty. But the outfit kind of reminds me like when you get to customize your own Ghost. I think it was on the Call of Duty multiplayer map, Call of Duty Ghost multiplayer. So I think it was. So yeah, so skin kind of gives me like the vibes from Call of Duty Ghost, and that's it. So overall, looks kind of pretty cool. And of course, you get 3 super levels, which overall looks pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I believe the skin, the Grace Crown, she does also have an additional style, which of course you get exclusively for her if you buy the Battle Pass before August 27, which is gonna be a Thursday. So yeah, so if you buy the Battle Pass, and you can still get the skin. I mean, once you get to level 60, of course, you'll get the additional exclusive style, and that's it. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys like the heads up. So yeah. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the full Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 4 Override Battle Pass review. Is it one of the best Battle Pass or not? Well, number one, these are my opinions. So the first one is that we got Sonic in the Battle Pass, which of course is actually kind of pretty cool. Second of all, we do also get Geno finally after many years, but even though we did get a copy, cheaper version of him as the HLS because, well, Fortnite didn't want to spoil the surprise. But yeah, we do have him right now, and we don't know what are his plans. So for the meantime, I don't think we have the story challenges like out yet, but we do know that he's kind of building something like one of the devices like used back in the Chapter 2 Season 2 Spice live event. So there's kind of that. So yeah. What else? We do also have a few characters which kind of give us some vibes. Like for example, this guy is kind of giving me like military vibes, like when I'm playing Call of Duty, I guess. This guy Bastion kind of reminds me of Link. Well, this is Fortnite's version of Link, since we can't get Link in Fortnite. Fortnite said it. Yeah, let's make our own Link in the game, and that's it. How people gonna react. So yeah. And of course we do also have Grace Crown, which of course she also is kind of giving me like the vibes from Metal Gear Solid, like when we got, of course, Solid Snake in the Chapter 4 Season 4 Battle Pass as the secret skin. I believe it was the secret skin, I think it was. So yeah. But overall, kind of nice of that. And of course, we got the wrinkle skin, which of course you can customize. Like for example, if you want to make your own icon skin, like you could do it. Or if you want to make a video game character that Fortnite doesn't want to bring, you can actually do it. Like for example, I've seen people doing it before with, of course, with making Kurt Cobain in the game using the wrinkle skin, and same thing with this, and of course same thing with CJ from GTA San Andreas as well. So basically, it's kind of pretty cool, and that's it. So overall, I think this battle pass is definitely worth a try. Why? Well, number one, if you're in the story, like if you're paying very attention in the Fortnite storyline, I think you're gonna get the general skin. So I feel like that's if you're only for the story one. But if one of the skins kind of reminds you like one of the characters that you play, like for example, the Grace Crown one kind of reminds you like if you didn't get Solid Snake back in Chapter 4 Season 1, or maybe the military guy who kind of gives you vibes from some of the Call of Duty characters, could be that, or maybe the wrinkle skin, which kind of reminds you like how to customize your own skin back when Minecraft was launched. So yeah. But overall, I think this battle pass is definitely worth the purchase. So in my opinion, I think it's one of the good ones because we have Sonic and we have Geno, which overall is kind of pretty cool. I mean, we wanted to try Geno before. Like, what was his master plan? What was he cooking? We don't know. So overall, pretty cool. And of course, the battle pass is gonna be ending on October 31st, which is gonna be Halloween Day. So, which kind of times very perfectly. And of course, we may also get a live event because in one of the loading screens in the general section page, I think there's a loading screen of him like planning something. So I think parents gonna be planning possibly a live event on Halloween Day. So yeah, but overall, we're just gonna have to wait and see, and that's it. And speaking of live events, I think we're gonna be getting also the Showdown live event in, I believe on the 29th, which of course is gonna be like Friday, I guess, or a Saturday, I don't know. So yeah, so I'll do a super video on that one. But yeah, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Chapter 7 Season 4 Battle Pass review. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more awesome videos, and also let me know if you're gonna be buying the Battle Pass, yes or no. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.